Hey, what's up? This is Jared with the iPhone app podcast. Today we're going to take a look at Motionalarm, which basically turns your iPhone into, it gives it an alarm. So when you start shaking, you can see the little meter down at the bottom, it records your shakes and movements. So if you were to turn this app on and let your phone sit on the, and somebody picked it up, the alarm would go off. This is a very cool concept, but unfortunately it does not work in the background. So if your phone's sitting there in sleep mode or something like that, it's not gonna do you any good. So you could select your sound here. You've got different sound effects. Of course, you got to turn your sound on. We're gonna choose explosion. Go to settings, alarm sensitivity, and alarm delay. So we've got that set. I could turn alarm on. So any movement is going to set off the alarm. The annoying thing is that it just, well, it's not annoying, I guess, if somebody's trying to steal your phone, but the alarm just repeats itself. So explosion gets kind of annoying. Let's go to alarm signal. So when your regular movements on the phone aren't even going to set it off. You really have to give it a good jerk for the alarm to set off. But see what I mean? If you turn the alarm on, you got our alarm on now, and we go back out of the app, it doesn't do anything. If we go into the alarm here, let's fire it back up, turn it on, close down our phone, it does nothing. So to me, this app isn't very useful. I mean, you'd have to let your phone sit there and somebody would have to look at it and see the words Motionalarm and not want to touch it because it's all right there. So I think this is a good concept, but it's not going to do much for anybody. I mean, essentially you could make a background that says Motionalarm protected by whatever, and it would do the same thing. So this app, I really like what its concept is, but I just don't think that it's quite useful yet. So I think that it's going to take some time before something like this is actually functional. I mean, it's going to take Apple allowing people to run their apps in the background, which is going to just kill battery life even worse than it already is. But in the future, I mean, these phones are going to be strong enough and Apple's going to make that happen. I know it's probably version 4 a couple years from now as they slowly release features that we would love, but in a sense, for right now, we're stuck with you know, being able to use the phone in the ways that we can. So the people over developing Motionalarm definitely are forward thinking with this app, and hopefully in the future this app will become a great theft deterrent device for the iPhone. So that's going to do it for today's review. My name's Jared Hill with the iPhone app podcast. Go to iTunes and subscribe to our podcast in the iTunes Music Store. Do a search for iPhone app podcast and subscribe to our podcast so that you get all of the updates as they're released. Take care, and we'll see you next time.